flip on the book of face.
The Book of Face.
Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man on the way into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice. I know.
Go see.
So all around town,
Show. I hear you singing it in the background, boys. I love it. That's Sweet Sister Mercy for our theme song, and welcome to All Around Town Radio on a Wednesday with the band. I'm so excited to have these guys on today. Man, I've loved this band forever. Let's get to it. CFG and the family. How you doing, guys?
What's happening?
How are you?
Good. We're doing great.
Good
morning.
Coming to us from Hamilton's urban backyard. Shameless plug for Hollywood and everybody down there. Thank you. Yeah, they're pointing at him. He's over in the corner. You know,
he's hiding.
He is. He's creative though. Look at the background, fellas. The album cover and my logo.
I did not see that.
Placed between you. The guy's a creative genius. He is. Right. Well, let's get to it. We're here to talk about a new album that you guys have released and an event you have coming up to basically celebrate that album. So we'll get to that today as we talk. But for those that may be new viewers that haven't had their head or have had their head in the sand for the last few years and haven't heard of CFG and the family, how about you guys describe your band a little bit?
Well, we are a soul blues rock band, primarily blues, but we that's our thing.
I love Pete. Can I just say that? He's a one-word guy, primarily. Yes, that's a fact. All right. So let me ask you this. I want to put you on the spot. If I were to ask you to describe your band in 3 words, 2 words, what would it be?
Go ahead, Pete. What you got?
Bluesy, diverse, passionate.
Ooh. Good answer, Pete. That's 3 words for Pete. All right. I like that. That's great. Well, guys, I want to celebrate you a little bit. You have been a staple in the music scene around here, and especially the Hamilton music scene, which let's just hit on that for just a minute. Hamilton's got a really cool vibe of local music. It's years ago, a lot of people wouldn't have gone to Hamilton, and now it seems to be the epicenter of great local music, especially independent artists and people like that who really want to share their craft with people. So tell me a little bit about the Hamilton scene there and how you guys got started, even came together as a band.
We got together at the Open Jam here in Hamilton. There used to be one at a place called North Second where a lot of us used to frequent, but Pete's been in the scene, the music scene here for a long time. You want to speak on that, Pete?
Yeah, there's a lot of different musicians that work around here. A lot of different bars have come and gone. When in 2012, Hamilton built River's Edge Amphitheater and had like some major bands coming through, that really put a spotlight on us. And we all knew each other. We were playing in different bands, little pickup bands here and there. And that really gave us purpose. That concert series that they have that goes all summer, free concerts every week, just put a gigantic spark into the scene. And Casey mentioned North Second is adjacent to that amphitheater park. We started at that jam session that was happening every week. After we played, we all knew each other already. And after 15, 20 minutes on the stage, it just was magical.
Yeah.
And afterward, this band was born.
Yeah. And we decided to get together another time. And we said, well, let's go over to 3rd Street where Pete established and helped build that. It's a music
studio and
studio
retail shop.
and shop. Yeah. So we went there, and it's a big music spot in the community as well. But we went there to record and just to see what happened. And we ended up recording over 20 songs in one setting, and the majority of those songs were originals. We were just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. It was unheard of as far as like just creating original music, like for me anyway. And most of those songs were on the first album, and some of those have trailed into this album.
Perfect. And yeah, like I said, when you go to Hamilton, you mentioned CFG and the family. I mean, everybody's like, yeah, they're your cheerleaders. They love you in Hamilton, and you've spread your wings a little bit too. You're out there playing all over. And anytime you play, I've seen you at places like Heather's in Springboro, where the crowd has never seen you before, and they're coming over, and they know I follow local music, and they'll be like, "Man, where's this band been? I love this band," and all that. So, you guys have a real appeal, and I think you're eclectic mixture of music too, where you throw the rocky stuff in there too, and the blues, and the harmonica parts, and all that stuff that comes together to make CFG what it is really important to the vibe, because you have that vibe, and everybody wants to come see your album release celebration, because it's damn near sold out. And how about that, fellas? How's that feel?
Pretty good.
It's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah, we were kind of skeptical, because we did our first album release also at the fitness center, and it sold out. The sophomore album, it's notorious for
not doing as well.
Yeah, well, just not generating such a buzz. And so we're so excited that in a theater show is just a spectacle, and it's wonderful to be able to look out and see every single face in the crowd paying attention.
Yeah, and it's such a great spot. Ian and Matt and the team there, they do such a great job and Trey of hooking us up and making sure we're taken care of. And they, because we're from the community, they bring us in, and they really take care of us. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty hyped on it.
It's a great venue, man. It's a great venue. It's a wonderful place to hear live music, and it's intimate. It's not some big, massive, echoey Coliseum-like place and this and that. It's really cool. And I had the chance to see the Crimson Sisters there. I went there for that show. It was my first exposure to the fitness center, and I was like, wow, this place is awesome.
I was there for that. That was an amazing show.
And the way they handle their business too, the way that, of course, the gentleman that's the lead, again, you mentioned his name there.
That's Ian McKenzie.
Yeah, I met Ian that night. Couldn't have been nicer. Just a super place, very welcoming. And so you're going to have this album release celebration, but let's back up and talk about the album for a minute. You guys are proud of this, I can tell. You're proud of the sophomore album, as Pete said.
Yep.
So, first of all, I got to ask, where'd the name come from? Sacred Fields.
So the name comes from one of the songs on the album, which is called Sacred Fields. It's about loss and dealing with grief and that type of thing, and our ultimate demise. But it's also I don't know. It's a blues song. It's a blues song, but it's a great tune. We struggled with what to name the album. Pete he said earlier he wanted to call it Two.
Just Two.
CFG 2. Yeah, there you go.
But we had a lot. As far as the titles go, we could have picked any song, and it would have been like Judgment Day. That's great.
We're having a little Wi-Fi issue with you fellas. Hopefully it comes back. Hopefully you're hearing me. We just lost you there. You froze up on me. So let's see if we can get you guys back. And while we do, I'm going to talk to a couple of folks who are making comments here today. Steve, thank you so much for being with us.
Can you hear me, Major Scott?
I got you. You're back now. You're back. We had a little glitch. Little glitch. Thank you, Steve, for saying that about the band. Thank you, Glenn, for saying that. Brad, thank you so much for being here. He says, I need to see these guys. Yeah, you do, Brad. Brad's from Abe's Lincoln.
Nice to meet you.
It'd be great. Sarah, thank you so much. She says she loves Pete too.
Yeah,
that?
she's biased.
Damon, thank you, buddy, for being here. Paul, thank you so much. He says Jamilton. I've heard that name so many times. There's so much truth to that.
Skittles.
And, Skittles. Diana, how are you? We knew Diana would be here today because she takes some great photos of you guys. Geraldine, thank you. And Billy Dankoff, thank you so much for being here, Bill. And
we love Bill.
He's great, man. He's a great supporter of local music. So thanks, guys, for checking in today. If you have a question for the band, drop it in the comments. I'll try to get it up on the screen here as we talk today. But when did you realize this album, guys, was going to be something special for you? That, you know, I mean, what's the style compared to the last one?
I think it's pretty consistent, don't you?
It is. It is. The way we came up with the songs is pretty much the same way. Starting with a riff or a bass groove or a drum beat. Casey's prolific. He, just like that first night we ever got together, the dude opened his laptop and had like 50 original songs of lyrics that had never been used.
I have no doubt.
Just started singing.
Casey, I got to pump your tires a little bit too, man. You're a creative genius from some of your originals and this and that, and your lyrics just they hit you in the feels, man. And I think you really put a lot of your own feelings into your songs, and that's really cool.
I do.
And speaking on that, going back to the title of this album, Sacred Fields, you also have to have artwork for an album. So we wanted to give the albums, you know, give it a title that was one of the songs. And like Casey mentioned, this song, Sacred Fields, there's, if you listen to the lyrics, there's so much content in there. It's such a vivid imagery. And Casey is also a graphic artist. So he designed the album cover, and Sacred Fields, there's a lot you can do with that. And, you know, we sat around my kitchen table talking about what do we want the theme to be, like, you know, visually. Greg loves trees. So he said, mushrooms, I'd like to see a tree.
Trees and mushrooms.
We like mushrooms. We like, you know, nature, the moon.
And our theme has been, for the past couple of years, has been black and white. That's just kind of been our brand. And with this album, we wanted to put a lot more color and life into it because we feel like this album is a little bit, it's a little different from our previous album. I think it has a bit more maturity as far as where we are from now since then. So we're just trying to branch out and provide more life to it. And that's
awesome. Well, did this album come together fast, or was it kind of a slow burn for you guys?
These songs came about one at a time, and in order to give the songs life, we played them live. We didn't like reserve the songs and not play them. We put them on the stage in front of an audience, and there's something special about doing that. It's like the song reveals itself to you and says, I want to be played like this. And if you're receptive and open-hearted about that, you can let the song dictate how it wants to go.
Yeah.
So was there a moment when you were playing these songs live that you all looked at each other and say, yep, that's the one for the album?
That's it. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Yes. Lots of times. So we've been playing these songs for a couple of years now, and a lot of our people that have come out to see us, they will recognize them for sure. But yeah, we also recorded them 3 different times to get them to where they're at.
And I know it's a group effort, but was there anybody in the band that pushed the hardest for the creativity on this album?
Well,
really Mason
Johnson took a different approach to his guitar tone. On the first album, it was pretty much the same guitar tone, basically, on every song. On this album, he went a little over the top with his sounds. You know, instead of just turning up this knob on that pedal, he turned it up a lot. And then for the next song would do something completely different. So there's a lot of different colors in the guitar tone.
Yeah, like on the song Cold Nights, he uses a Leslie, and he hadn't used that previously. So just a little bit more, you know, just exploring and adding just different flavors here and there.
You guys look like you have so much fun together on stage, but I'm going to ask you, do any disagreements ever turn into great songs? I mean, do you guys disagree sometime and then it becomes the greatest song you've ever done kind of thing that, maybe somebody did have good input and you just didn't want to take it for a while. Now you've taken it. How's that work out for you guys?
We do a fun thing. It's called the band challenge. So
All right. I got to hear
at the beginning
this.
of our shows, we will challenge each other. I'll have a challenge for Casey. Casey has a challenge for Mason. Mason has a challenge for Greg. And it's just, little things. Like we'll ask Greg to pull his hair down. He's always got a ponytail. So for one song, Greg, you got to take your ponytail out and let your hair hang down. Or have Casey pull somebody on stage and sing this ballad to that person.
Or play harmonica on a bar.
On the bar.
I've seen that on a table before. You had me worried, buddy. You did. Yeah. So you're having fun with this, though. It sounds like you're not there. Do you ever have any major disagreements in the band? Really?
We do have major disagreements, but we also we as the name of the band implies, we are a family, and we can have our disagreements like brothers, but we talk it out, and we are a very democratic band, and we not politically, but we talk things out, and we collectively make decisions, and there are times where my ideas don't always work, and there are times where Mason's and Pete's and Greg's ideas don't always work, but we always hash it out, and we figure it out.
Yeah, and we are open-minded, so we try everything.
Yeah. We throw shit at the wall and we see what sticks.
I think that's a great way of doing things. I mean, honestly, and like you said, you're testing these songs, you're testing the waters, you're playing them to people, and if they hit home to people, then you're like, yeah, that's probably album worthy, so to speak. So let me get a little song specific for a minute. If somebody was going to download your music when it's released here at the day of the release party on all the streaming platforms, what song, if they could only listen to one song for that day, which song would you recommend they go to and listen to?
We're both going to say different things.
All right.
I would say I don't have a favorite song. Like I said, it's really hard to pick amongst your children. But I would say "Love Lift Up My Soul," just because the message is there, the meaning is great, and you get to hear the beautiful Gina McCann and Angela Combs on it. It's a great song. It's a great tune.
You had me at Gina and Angela right there. I mean,
cayenne pepper with a little butter. Is that what you say?
That's my Gina statement. Yeah, I introduced her at the blues experience over the weekend. That way, she just shakes her head at me every time I say it. But it's the truth. I mean, she's just got such soul. So does Angela. I mean,
we love them
great
both.
people.
They're amazing.
Great people.
Well, I do love that song, but I would say "Judgment Day"
That's a good.
would be the song that most represents us. Mason plays slide on that. It's got a just a rockin' funky groove, and I love the way that song came together.
Yeah.
You remember that? We were like, it was crunch time, and Greg was like worried. He always is worried. We're not good enough. We're not good enough. We're not ready. We're not ready. And we were like, we got this. And we were talking at rehearsal, and Mason says, well, maybe we can just, I got a lick. I can see what happens. We went back in, sat at our instruments. He played his riff, and bam, the song just came out.
Yeah.
And Greg, was at ease and laughing and everything. It was great. It was like, well, I guess we are ready.
Yep.
Well,
we can do anything.
Is there a lyric in any of the songs that you think is really just the lyric, the one that's going to hit people in the chest or something? Do you have any of that?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I mean, you don't have to answer that. I just always like sometimes artists have that one lyric or one line they think is the line that's never going to be forgotten type thing,
Well, I think when Casey sings "Love Lift Up My Soul,"
Never gonna look back until my heart is on its own. Love lift up my soul. I mean, the lyrics they're okay.
That's pretty hit you in the feel stuff, man. What do you mean they're okay? That's That's some really powerful stuff. And that's what I love about you guys. You play with passion and power. And Casey, you sing with that. You bring it to the stage. I've watched you sing to audiences where I said, man, he is pouring his heart out into that song, your soul. There's something in your life that's in that song, and I can tell. And that's
every single song
cool.
is a reflection of my experience in my life.
That's outstanding. So do we have a sleeper track on the album that people might overlook but shouldn't?
I know one of our Timmy and Gina's favorites is it's 100 Miles. No, it's Good Grief. Good God. Sorry. Good God. It's called Good God. Hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Yeah, they love that song. So when they're always like, go play that Hey Mama song. It's called Good God.
Well, Diana's commenting here. She says, haven't heard the album yet, but one of her faves is 100 Miles. And Bill says, are there any of the songs on the CD previously unheard? Anything you have not played out or any of that?
Well, Bill, you just go ahead and listen to it and you tell us.
Yeah, you would be the judge of that.
There you go. Pete for the win on that one. Thank you. All right, we got to move on here. I got a few more questions I want to hit you up with here. Yeah. And let's talk about the production. And you did mention that Mason took on a different guitar tone and all that. Is there anything instrumentally or production-wise that's different for CFG that people are going to say, wow, that's a little different sound?
When you hear one of the songs, you're going to say, wow, do they have an organ player? Mm-hmm. And we got a little experimental in the studio. So I've got a Hammond organ with a Leslie speaker, and the Leslie is an amp, and I've got this little pedal thing where you can plug a guitar in it. Look who's walking in the door. So Mason plugged into an organ amp, so when the sound comes out, it's spinning, and we put a couple of microphones on either side of it, so it ends up sounding just like an organ, but it's not an organ. It's Mason.
Little B3 tone there, man.
Wow,
Speaking of Mason, look at that smile. Look at that smile on him right there. Way to be late, Mason.
You want to tell Scott about your sound on the album, how you approached it? You just asked that question.
Loud.
There's a lot of amps. I was pretty much like a kid in a toy store, honestly. I brought a bunch of stuff to play. The first album, I pretty much used the same thing like the whole time, but this one I had pretty much a different rig like every day, which is fun. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I love your sound, Mason. I enjoyed I showed up to Hollywood's birthday party there, got to see Casey and Mason up on stage with his dad, and man, Mason, you steal the show, brother. You got that. I always said you were the young future of guitar, and now you're not the young future of guitar. You are the guitar, and it's awesome. It's outstanding.
Thank you.
I always tell the story. I mean, I knew Mason with long hair, and then one time he walked into play, and I'm like, "Who's this kid?" And he's got his hair all cut off, and didn't realize it was still Mason. So awesome. I got to talk about you mentioned the studio. Let's talk about that real quick. Was there a producer or collaborator who helped shape the sound, or was this all done by the band?
It was engineered and recorded by Draven. Mm-hmm. From Draven and the Ravens. What's Draven's last name? Downey. Sorry, I always forget that. Draven Downey.
Okay.
And then it was mastered by Dave Cornett, who has done a lot of our work in the past. But
love Dave.
Those two are really great, and they helped to help us in the production. It was recorded at 3rd Street, and then we recorded this 3 different times. Mm-hmm. We tried to go to tape because we were going to do a vinyl release, and the machine wasn't working. We didn't like the sound we got. We recorded it one other time, and we weren't happy with the recordings, so we went back and we recorded this on 3 separate occasions, all the songs. And so we finally got to a point where we're happy with what we were able to achieve, and this is it. This is what we got.
Okay, we're getting a couple questions here from the audience, and this one's going to be a fun one. What does CFG stand for?
Casey Francis Gomez.
Okay. We'll leave it at that, right?
Yeah.
We call him Frank.
I don't want to owe you any Jameson, Scott.
Well, yeah, if you've watched my Tuesday show, you know that the F stands for only one word. So you've been on there, you've seen that. So that's how that works. So live show. When you perform this album, you're going to do it live at the Fenton Center. We got to get into all the details of that real quick, but you're going to do the first set that's basically the album in its entirety. Mm-hmm. But when you're playing out in the clubs and the bars and places that you guys play, is there a specific song that you are more excited to play live than any one on the album?
The first one.
Is that like two?
No, now it's like the first opener, you know.
All right. The opener on the album?
Yeah,
which
the
is
opener on the album's The Line. That's probably the kick in the door song.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. And what do you guys think about the music industry today? Now, you're an independent artist. You've obviously done this on your own. You're not being funded by a big record corporation or any of that. So what do you think about the music vibe today in the industry? How do you feel about being an independent artist?
It's a challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I was hoping you'd say that.
I would say the reward, like doing a show like this, getting to see a crowd that comes out for something like that and just knowing that you did it all on your own is pretty rewarding. And also not feeling like you have to be worried about somebody micromanaging you or micromanaging somebody else.
Yeah.
Telling you to be different too. That's the other thing. I hear so many artists tell me that once they signed onto a label, they lost all their individuality. It was just, they were telling them you had to be this, you had to dress this, you had to act this. I don't like you doing the harmonica part in that song, all that stuff. So, you know, you guys are, you're kind of fly by the seat of your pants on stage. I mean, you take moments and make them work. And I think that's very important to the music industry today to have original people doing it. And how about the fan connection, guys? What do you hope and I hate the term fan. Let's see. What do you hope your friends who listen to this album will take from it? And what do you think they're going to feel when they hear your album?
I just like the ability of being able to hand it to them and be like, here, now you can listen to it whenever you want. You know, for me, that's the coolest part of it. And then just hearing the feedback and, oh, I loved Mason's part on this, or I loved hearing your harmonica part, or I love this line or whatever. This part's great. You love hearing the feedback and just the compliments and stuff, but it's just a good feeling and knowing that you've put something out there that you've worked really hard for and we've done it ourselves.
Mm-hmm. My hope is that as people listen to the album, it makes them want to come out and celebrate music with us.
Yeah.
To me, music is a live performance art, and the feeling of an audience dancing and moving feeds the band, and then we feed the audience, and it becomes this crazy loop, and we're all one, and we all just say woo because it's so great.
Like Dale.
Well, I have to say that with Dale on the screen.
I gotta throw that in there.
Yes.
Dale is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the audience is like the fifth member of the band. Always, every time.
And Diana, you say it best there. We're family. And I think the group that follows this band around, they are family. They love everybody in the group. And you guys, it's cool. So let's talk about the Fenton Center. Coming up here on the 21st, correct me if I'm wrong, the 21st is your CD release party, album release party there, and all that. Let's get some details about that if we can, because there's only like 20 tickets left. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe less than that.
That is insane. That is awesome. So if you want to get tickets, you're going to have to go like the minute you watch this and get on the Fenton Center site to get some tickets here today. So tickets are available at fittoncenter.org.
That's right.
That's where they can go get them, correct? And the price on the tickets, guys?
$25.
And this is for the
CD as well.
Yeah.
The CD,
you get a CD with your ticket purchase.
The entire album being played, all right? And the second set full of some great special guests who are going to join you that night. And let's talk about that a little bit, because I know you have that cayenne pepper and butter lady that I love, right?
No.
No? I thought Gina was there. See, I was misinformed. I did my homework. And
Yeah, she's on the album.
Yeah.
she's on the album. That's where I got that. Okay. So
We have
you've got Emily.
We we have the lovely Emily Schulte and Ashley Baumgarten. And then
two great voices.
On keys, we have Andy Smith from Hydrophonics. He's amazing.
Right.
And then on horns, we have Byron Walton from Dat Band, Terry Twitty, and Max Page.
Chris Reese is also on vocals.
And Chris Reese. Don't forget Chris Reese.
Crease
Crease
is in there. Yes.
Yeah.
So the two ladies, powerhouse vocals there. Definitely.
Yeah.
Ashley's wonderful, and Emily just blows me away every time I see her. She is amazing and so talented. Emily's got that look on stage where she looks at you, and it's like her eyes draw you into a tractor beam into her singing. And, you know, she's fantastic. So they're going to join you second show along with Chris, or second set, I should say. You're going to have a big party. That's basically what you're doing. So first set, everybody gets introduced to the album, and then next set, it's a party on stage.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're playing the second set when they come up and join us. We're going to play some new original songs that haven't been released yet
and haven't been played out,
like brand new songs. And then we're going to dive into a bunch of cover songs
and revisit some songs from our first album.
Yeah, there's that too.
So Sacred Fields album release celebration, Saturday, February 21st, the Fenton Center in Hamilton, guys. I think doors are at 6:30. We believe 7:30 on the show. And again, the advance tickets available at www.fittoncenter.org. So make sure you pick those up immediately. I was looking at the seating chart. Oh my goodness. You got some little sporadic things in places to be there, but what a crowd you're going to have that night. And you sold your first one out. You're going to sell this one out. That's got to feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. There's a lot of love for you guys out there.
Yeah, it definitely feels awesome to see that happen twice. There's like a saying that most musicians will understand. Like the first album, if you promote it well and you have some good networking, like you can have a good turnout for that. But that second one is usually the one that is the struggle bus. So it's been really cool to see the excitement from not just the fans, but people that have caught us like one or two times. And are making a night out of coming to see us in that kind of setting, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely outstanding, guys. So I have a little fun I want to play with you here at the end, okay? I'm going to shoot you some rapid fire questions. I want real quick answers to these from the three of you. You can just shout over each other, whatever you want to do. But as we're talking about this album, I want to talk about this. First song written on the album. Which one? First song.
Oh, man. Living Free.
Okay. Yes. Last song finished for the album.
Love Lift Up My Soul.
Yeah.
Okay. Snack of choice in the studio.
Beer.
Miller Lite.
You weren't expecting that question, were you? All right. Beer. Did you say Miller Lite? Can we say that on here? I think so. I don't know. All right. Song you almost cut from the album but made the cut.
Ooh.
Chi-Town Shuffle.
Chi-Town Shuffle, yeah.
Which is the instrumental that's on the album.
Yeah.
But that's also probably the most classic Chicago blues style song that we've like probably ever done. And it's, I think, the only more like traditional blues song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have a medium shuffle.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Track that surprised you the most, that came out better than you ever expected.
Living Free.
Yeah. I would say Love Lift Up My Soul.
Living Free is probably my favorite.
Pete?
Probably Good Gad.
All three of you different. How about that?
Greg would say something different too.
Valerie said she bought her tickets day one. Thank you, Valerie, for that.
Hey,
awesome.
We love Valerie.
Yes, we do.
And Fred giving you big props here, saying a bunch of good old boys. Just great
Fred.
people.
Appreciate you, Fred.
And we got to get Diana's shameless plug in here because Diana will hit me with her camera if I don't. And she said she has a painting of CFG in the family and the fine art shows at the Fenton that day. How about that?
That's super cool.
Seen Diana's paintings. They're awesome.
It's a really cool photo that she painted from a photo that she took from the original CD release at the Fittin', from what I understand.
Outstanding. And Bill said he saw CFG, the Family, Crimson Sisters, and Noah Witherspoon with the Just Strange Brothers all at the Fitness Center. He said, great venue. Thank you, Bill, for that. Brian, thank you for saying looking forward to it. And a lot of people giving you shout outs. We're still going on this rapid fire thing, though.
All right.
If for you guys, pick your, and this has nothing to do really with your album, but vinyl, CD, or streaming?
Ooh,
Vinyl.
vinyl.
With you, Pete. With you. Oh, everybody likes vinyl. I like vinyl too. I think that's awesome. All right. Dream tour pairing with this album. If you were to tour with somebody and play your album, which band would you go on tour with?
This is definitely going to be 3 different answers.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You can go first.
Tedeschi Trucks Band.
I'd say probably with this album, the Black Keys or Alabama Shakes. Sorry, I have to say both of those.
All right, you can pick 2, Mason. Pete? Wake up, Pete.
The Ohio Players.
Whoa! All right.
Wow. How about that? A little roller coaster of love there from Pete today. I like it. I like it. All right, last question, fellas, before we wrap this up, and then we'll talk about at the show again at the end of the broadcast here. But one word from each of you that sums up this record. Start with Mason.
Oh, shit.
That shit is not a good word for that record.
No. No. Oh, man. Fantastic. Incredible.
Gotta love Mason. How about it, Pete?
Inventive.
Man, he's always on the money. Always. Casey?
Thankful. I'm thankful for this album.
He's thankful we're
I'm
done.
thankful it's done.
I was going to say finished.
I was in my mind too.
You can tell it's a labor of love, guys. Sacred Fields, big album release celebration, February 21st at the Fitness Center in Hamilton. Get there. A few tickets left. And you can get those online today at www.fitnesscenter.org if you want to pick those up. Anything else you guys want to share with the audience today before we cut on out of here?
Yeah, so the album, I don't know if we touched on this, but we're also going to record the entire event at the Fitness Center, and we're going to release that as a live album shortly after that takes place. So we're really excited about that. So everyone that comes out, they're hooting and hollering and crazy cheering and whatnot will be forever captured in our recording.
Can I maybe bet there might be a woo in there somewhere on the album?
Only one. Only one. Says
Only
Hollywood.
one woo. Hollywood's being the producer in the background there, I can tell. But Sarah had one word. She said colorful. There you go.
There you go.
Sarah. That's good too. Yeah. Thank you for that input, Sarah. So, guys, I can't thank you enough for being here. It's great to have friends on the show like this. And you guys, you're wonderful people. I just love running into you. I saw Pete over the weekend at the Winter Blues Experience. And, you know, you guys are just good folks. And I think that's why you get support. And you're excellent musicians. You play great music. But the people support you for one reason. It's because you are good folks and you interact with them. And I think that's so important. And there's a lot of love out of your band to the audience. So thank you. And can't wait to hear the album. I think we ought to play a few tracks on the show someday.
Yeah,
we should
we'll
do
send
that.
over some stuff to you.
Yeah, I can do that until Warner Brothers says they own it, and then they'll cut it out. You know how that is. But
Ain't giving them nothing.
you know they own everything according to them.
If they own it, there will be signs.
Yeah. All right. And Glenn, thank you so much for that comment, and we appreciate you being here. I love these Wednesday with the band shows where you guys get a little inside track into the world of the local music scene. So thank you guys, and I appreciate you all for being here.
Thank you, Scott.
Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody, for watching.
Thanks.
All right, catch them, guys. Fitness Center, 21st, Saturday night, 7:30 showtime, as they say on the theme song, showtime. And tickets, a few, I think 20 left or something like that at thefitandcenter.org. You can find them there. Thanks, guys, for being with me. We'll catch you next time. I'll be back tomorrow live at 5 with Who's Playing Out, the best musicians and venues in the tri-state and where they're playing. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey! I made it!
Don't forget, everybody, the views and opinions expressed in our programming are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent.
Amen.
And that's the legal crap right there. See y'all.
See ya. Thanks.
We out of